Hi, my name is John Hatch, and this is a 5th, 6th grade math lesson on converting units of measurement. And we're going to look at both US standard measurement and metric. And what you need for today is a math notebook and a pencil. And if you need to go get that, take care of that quickly, and we're going to go over the standards. GMDA, convert measurement of capacity, length, and weight within a given measurement system. GMD9, solve multi-step problems that require measurement conversions. So on the first one here, we have length of measurement, and we are going to only look at standard. And the most important thing to know is that chart that's at the very top is something that you'll be able to use. You don't have to memorize these. So when we look at the first one here, we have some questions on the left and a chart on the right. And the first one we're going to look at is number 1. And it says 54 yards equals how many feet? And we can see that there are 3 feet in a yard. And so we're going to multiply 54 times 3 and we get 162 feet. For number 3, we're going to try yards to feet. Again, there are 55 yards. So it's going to be 55. How many feet? 3 feet in a yard. And we can see that on the chart right over here. So we're going to multiply feet times 3 feet times the 55. All right, on the next one, we're going to go to number 5. This time it changes. And we're going from 97 inches to how many feet? I need to make a comment about this up here. When you're going to the smaller one, this one being smaller is inches, and we're going to feet, we're going to divide. So when we go, we need to know that there are 12 inches in each foot. So we're going to divide by 12. So 97 divided by 12 is 8 feet. We have 1 inch that's left over. The next one is this 5 inches. And we're going to divide that into feet. Well, there's 12 inches in a foot. So answer starts off to be like 0. And we have 0 feet and 5 inches for that answer. The next one we're going to look at is number 9, and we have 59 inches. We're going to divide that by 12, and we get 4 feet, 11 inches. All right, let's try some on our own. We're going to look at number 11 and number 15, and I'll give you about 10 seconds to work on that. All right, on number 11, we are going from 34 feet to yards. So we're going from the smaller to the larger. There are 3 feet. So, I'm sorry. We're going from the feet to the yards. So we're going to divide by 3 and we come up with 11 yards, 1 foot. For number 15, we have 25 feet there. And so there's 12 inches in a foot. So 25 times 12 is 300 inches. All right, let's look at weight, and we're going to be converting. Again, if it's larger units to smaller, we're going to multiply, and if it's smaller units to larger, we're going to divide. So on the first one, we have number 2. It says 19 tons equals how many pounds? Well, we know that there's 2,000 pounds in a ton, so we're going to multiply 19 times 2,000, and we get 38,000. For the next one, number 3, we have 256 ounces, but how many pounds is that? Well, there's 16 ounces in 1 pound over here. So we're going to divide 256 by 16 and we get 16 pounds. So let's do 2 on our own. We're going to do number 6. 36 tons is how many pounds? And number 8, 512 ounces is how many pounds? Look at the 2 that I did earlier for you, and we'll give you about 10 seconds to be able to solve those. All right, so on number 6, 36 times 2,000 is 72,000 pounds. And for number 8, 512 divided by 16, because there's 16 ounces in a pound, equals 32 pounds. All right, the last one, we have convert United States standard units of capacity. And, oh yeah, gallon man. So we see this, that there are, if you count all of those, the green ones, we have 16 cups that go into a gallon. And we can see that 16 cups equals the 8 pints or 4 quarts. And that can help you. Or you can use the chart over here. So on the first one, we're going to look at number 12. When it says 27 pints into how many quarts? We look over here for the pints and the quarts, and we divide by 2, and we got 13 quarts with 1 pint left over. On number 7, 11 gallons equals how many quarts? Well, when we look at gallons and quarts, 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. So we're going to multiply 11 times 4, and we got 44 quarts. All right, let's have you do number 10 and number 16. 8 gallons equals how many quarts? And 25 pints equals how many quarts? And we'll give you 10 seconds for that. All right, so for number 10, going from gallons to quarts, over here we can see we're going to multiply that times 4. So 8 times 4 is 32 quarts. Down below, going from pints to quarts, we are going to divide, and 25 divided by the 2 pints in a quart is 12 quarts with 1 pint left over. All right, let's go to metric. And on this one's going to be a lot easier, because if you look up here, the numbers that we're using is 10, 100, and 1,000. So by using that, it's going to make the conversions a lot easier. Let's look at number 1. Number 1 says 73 meters equals how many millimeters? And when I look up here at meters, to go to that, to millimeters, you can multiply times 100, times 10 more is 1,000. So 73 times 1,000 is 73,000. The next one we're going to look at is number 5, and it's 67 meters into centimeters. Meters into centimeters, you multiply times 100, because we're going from bigger to smaller. So that equals 6,700 centimeters. On the next one, down below, number 11 is 3,000 centimeters to meters. So we're going from smaller to bigger measurements. And at that point, we need to divide. So 3,000 divided by 1,000 equals, or by 100 equals the 30 meters. All right, we're going to have you do 2 on your own. Number 3, 20 meters is how many centimeters? And number 15, 2,000 centimeters equals how many meters? And we're going to give you about 15 seconds to take care of that. All right, so for number 3, that 20 meters to go to centimeters, you can see that we go right here, and we are going to multiply. So on that one, when we did that one, we came up with 2,000 centimeters. On the next one, 2,000 centimeters to go to meters, and it's just the opposite. So we ended up with 20 meters. All right, let's go to the converting metric units of mass or weight. And on here, it's the same thing. We're dealing with tens, hundreds, and thousands. And on this first one, we're going to look at number 1. And number 1, it says 9 kilograms equals how many grams? Well, to go from kilograms to grams, we're going to multiply times 1,000. So 9 times 1,000 is 9,000. For number 3, it says 44 liters is how many milliliters? So right here, we can see that we're going to go liters, and we have to multiply times 100, times 10 more is 1,000. So 44 liters equals 44,000 milliliters. Down below, number 13, 20,000 grams equals how many kilograms? So to go from grams to kilograms, we're going to go from smaller to larger, and we are going to divide by 1,000. So 20,000 divided by 1,000 equals 20. So let's have you do these 3 on your own. Number 5, which is 24 liters, equals how many milliliters? Number 8, 2 kilograms equals how many grams? And number 15, 10,000 grams equals how many kilograms? And we're going to give you 20 seconds for that one. All right, so for number 5, the 24 liters, when we multiply that times 1,000, because we're going from here, we have times 100 times 10 is going to be 1,000. We come up with 24,000 milliliters. For number 8, going from kilograms to grams, we were going to multiply on that one. And so 2 kilograms times 1,000 is 2,000 grams. The last one that we are doing is number 15 down here. And 10,000 grams, when you divide by 1,000, equals 10 kilograms. So we've just done a lesson on converting US standard measurement and metric measurement. And the key to remember is to change from larger units to smaller, you will multiply. And when you change from smaller units to larger, you divide. And don't get too upset about this, because you will always have a chart to be able to figure out these problems. Hey, thanks for doing this math lesson with us. And remember to do the homework assignment as well. Have a good day.